It's like when I was at Time Zone back in the day.
Racing your best mate on your
Yeah, oh yeah, and you're hitting the whip button there, so I don't have to think about balancing trying to go. That is a lot harder than it looks. Like, my hips are burning and it's been 7 seconds. Try to ride in a Melbourne Cup, that's 3.5 minutes. You'd die. As we come out of winter, the weather is warmer, footy finals, spring racing carnival, and our elite athletes are preparing for one of the most exciting times of year. Today, in partnership with Racing Victoria, I, Alex Donnelly from punters.com.au, go behind the scenes to see how an elite athlete prepares for an exciting time of year. 188 centimetres, 92 kilos, so I said 10, I'm doing 10.
159 centimetres, 55 kilos.
Yeah. So I'm not an elite athlete, I was happy with 10. So this is the stuff that no one really sees jockeys do. Everyone just thinks, oh, you turn up, you ride a horse, you ride some in the morning, but all the hard work, I guess, pays off with strength and conditioning.
Yeah, look, a lot of outside people don't really understand what is behind the closed doors, but as for myself, everyone's a bit different on how they like to do things. I like to change it up and keep into a routine. I don't like to overwork myself, as race day is sort of hard enough as it is, and obviously track work and trials along with everything else you do in your normal life. But as you've seen before, it is very, very difficult.
Yeah. But how important is sort of stuff like this when it comes to, I guess, race day? Because it's something different, I suppose. Mentally, it'll keep you fresh.
Yeah, I think you have to be as fit as you possibly can be. Obviously, you're riding these 600-700 kilo horses, and your heart rate will be at its top every single time when you're punching a horse out. So obviously maintaining fitness is really key to being a good jockey, in my opinion.
All right.
It's really hard to keep balance on this at the same time. It's actually really similar to riding a racehorse, like similar positioning. You're using as much stamina as what you would race day. Like, I'm already having a little blow after the 30 seconds.
I'm gonna fall, 100%.
This is good. I like it.
Right, now you're going to just punch it out.
Yeah.
Yep, got it. Yep. Go.
Not really.
Good job.
You were born to be a jockey.
Well, my dad's a trainer, so this
I
sucks.
feel like if you lose like another 20 kilos, you'd be sweet.
Oh.
This one's really hard. I feel like I need to hold Karen's hand the whole time.
I'm not doing this one. I won't talk to you during this one. This looks tough.
Alright, aim forward.
Nah, I'm not going to be able to do that. An underrated thing that people wouldn't think about when it comes to jockeys is core strength, because everyone thinks, oh, it's all legs because you're just sort of bracing yourself with your quads, your hammies and your glutes, but core is probably one of the most important aspects.
Yeah, it is. It's obviously center of your body. I don't really work a lot on core because everything else you do sort of comes back to your core anyways. You might be better off just starting over here.
Yeah, straight on top of it.
Yeah. But I think like race day, like when you're going like at the 400 or something, you can start this way. You like shorten your reins up, and then like you want to keep the horses big in their mouth, so your reins aren't flipping around everywhere. You feel like you've got more horse underneath you. And then you got to aim for the tongue. You got to hear right here. A lot of people ride this horse go too far under, but I'm sure you'll get this first go.
Oh, this is not going to go well.
You might need a bigger horse.
Yeah. So we're here at Hadassah Park. Who have we got here who's genuinely just woken up from a nap?
This is Boris. He used to be known as King Kong Boro. I got him from Pat Carey's racing stable, and he's just living his life as a pony with me now.
Do we dare ask what his record was like as a racehorse?
Probably best you don't. It was definitely at the end of the field on his 4 starts that he had, but he's a gentle soul, so it's okay.
And is something like this, just having horses outside of racing, I know it's what your whole life revolves around, but Does it keep you grounded just sort of coming out here and just looking after a horse and just basically sort of having a little hack around?
Yeah, look, it's good. For me, I find this quite relaxing. Completely switches me off from racing. I don't even think about racing when I'm out here. And I actually get to bond with a horse. When you're race riding, you don't so much get to know them. So having my own horse, I enjoy washing them, riding them, competing them, and actually getting to know them.
So we're in the arena here. Boris looks thrilled to be outside and doing some exercise, but what's he going to go through this afternoon?
Yeah, look, Boris has only had a handful of rides off the track, so this is probably his 5th ride. I gave him a big spell after racing. You'll be surprised once you get on, he gets a bit more up and about.
And how important is something like this just to keep, I suppose, Boris's mind just happy and relaxed that he is doing some sort of exercise instead of just sitting in a paddock?
Yeah, I think with an off-the-tracker, you want to sort of take your time. They don't really know much other than sort of going around in a circle and going fast. A horse like Boris is obviously a bit more on the relaxed side. He's a bit easier to sort of come into an environment like this. He takes it in a lot better.
Taking a quick time out because Boris has called for cuddles, so fair enough. But how are you feeling leading into the spring?
Yeah, look, I'm fairly confident. I don't really have any horses lined up for me at the spring, but I'm confident that if I can keep my weight down, I can pick up something down in the weights.
I was going to ask you that, coming into a lot of these big handicaps in the spring, having a minimum riding weight that is lower than what the minimum is every Saturday, surely that gives you just that little hint of an advantage.
Yeah, I think so. We're a bit limited with our lightweight riders at the moment, and I'm sure the better riders get the better pick of the field, so I'm very hopeful that I will be able to pick something down in the weights.
Anything that you're just hoping to achieve coming up this spring, or is there like an ultimate goal for you? We can look into this carnival or even 5 years down the line.
Yeah, look, my ultimate goal is to obviously win a Group 1. I don't care what Group 1 it is, I just love to have that on my racing.com app.
Of course, your partner, Ethan Brown, couple of Group 1s on his CV. Is that something he comes home and goes, hey, look at this, I've got another one? Or is he a bit more chilled out with that?
No, look, he's very relaxed and conserved with his wins. When he comes home, he's just the same sort of guy every single day, relaxed, goes on the couch and is thankful that the day's over.
How is the competitiveness as a couple? Like, is there anything like you look at ahead and go, oh, I could win a few races today? He goes, well, I'm going to beat you. Is there anything like that?
Not really. Like, we always sort of cheer each other on and hope we can do the best for each other, obviously. It's a good day when we both can ride winners. It's a good payday as well.
So there is that essence of their success is your success and you're both as happy for each other.
Yeah, exactly. I think also in a race as well, we will be competitive. Like, I'm not just going to let him in because he's my partner.
A huge thank you to Celine for taking us through a day in the life as she prepares for the upcoming Spring Carnival. And of course, we can't forget Boris. Tune in to punters.com.au and Racing Victoria throughout the remainder of the spring as we delve deeper into the stories of the personalities in the racing scene as we see how they spring. Hey Boris, good hang. So Boris, how's the exercise out in the wind today? I suppose you can't hear it with the earmuffs on. Anything? No.